We are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy.
Love me. Conspiracy.
Yeah, fairies wear boots and you gotta believe it. Yeah, I saw it, I tell you no lies. Yeah, fairies wear boots and you gotta believe me. I saw it with my own two eyes.
From the Cryptids. Hey, welcome to Conspiracy Dummy, the conspiracy podcast that believes in itself, even if no one else does. I am your host, Double D. Joining me on the podcast, we have cryptozoologist expert, Dr. Dino Ryder. What's good, homie?
I'm good. I'm Dino Ryder once again. Just adding another one for the archives, for the books. And this time we're going to be talking about Danny's favorite subject and basically what this whole podcast is about. And that is what?
Well, it's about conspiracies, but slash cryptids, slash the paranormal, slash hidden civilizations, philosophies, everything of the unknown. How about that? We're about a lot of shit, bro.
What is a cryptid, Danny?
What is a cryptid? A cryptid is, I guess, a creature that is told, but there's no evidence for it. Like, it says that they exist. It's like either through like oral traditions or...
Can it be a mythical creature? Is that what you're trying to say? A mythical creature?
Mythical creature. Usually,
it's not based on facts.
No, it's not based on facts.
Because the reason I'm asking you this is obviously when we talk about cryptids, as you know, some Native American groups, it could be touchy talking about it, right?
Yeah. So a cryptid is a creature that is found in stories, and some people believe they exist or say they have seen it, but it's never been proven. That's
kind of like I was saying. They're like folklore, or maybe the beliefs like some native groups have. So basically, to describe it as something that can't be proven.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Basically a bunch of... Okay. All right, so cryptids.
Basically everything, yeah.
Everything meshed together, and you guys are the critics. Y'all want to believe it or not, but everybody got stories. So that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, but first, let's talk about the movie we just saw too, man.
Which ties in, by the way, with the cryptids,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. This is going to, like, get us going. Me and Homeboy just finished watching Sasquatch Sunset. And man, what do I don't even know what to say about this movie.
Did you enjoy it?
It's interesting. I enjoyed it, bro. I liked it. I thought it was pretty dope.
Seeing the movie,
that's all you can do, really, because no one talks.
Exactly. And it's corny and everything, bro. And I'm not trying to be serious with it when we talk about this movie, right? Overall, I'm just gonna give you what I thought. All right?
Yeah.
Seeing this movie, bro, obviously it's not meant to be a documentary. It does have this. The things that I saw, the thing that I appreciated was the way they portray them as not talking like in a human-like form, like you know what I'm talking about, or a language.
Yeah,
that's the part I like about it. But there's certain aspects of it that I think make you like questions, like the part where obviously it's supposed to be funny. Some of them are ridiculous.
It is kind of like it has.
But all I'm saying is it has its moments too that makes you wonder, like, okay, maybe they did that. Who never knows? But yeah, people, we watched it. There's some scenes in there that I didn't see coming, like especially the part. Explain to me the part that I'm talking about.
Spoilers. Well, I don't know. Are you talking about
the one that freaked me out? But I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
When they just start shitting in the middle of the road and pissing and everything like that?
Yes, and the female Sasquatch started squirting milk out of her tits and all of this.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you gotta give him that hot food. Spit on that thing. You get me?
She's a squirter, man. She's leaking, man. She's leaking from everywhere, bro.
Dude, that shit came at me left field, bro.
That's bestiality at its finest, bro.
I never seen those videos. It's disgusting to me. That's why my impression was that's disgusting. But I guess that's how they got down.
Yeah. And then she's always smelling her fingers. I don't know, man. And that's what they showed too. How it showed them like banging in the woods and shit. I think that's how it starts off, pretty much.
And can I say this about that scene?
Yeah.
If they were, and this is on a serious note, if you do your research as an archaeologist and you look at your hominins,
primatologist,
or anybody that studies bipedalism and hominins and early humans, right?
Yeah.
Everybody that they explain it, there's a reason why they came down the trees and started walking on two legs, right? And that's, you know why? Because they had to evolve to mate facing forward in basically
like bonobos.
Face to face.
Yeah.
They made it face to face.
Yeah.
So that movie.
I don't know, man. Chimpanzees do it doggy style too.
And
bro.
they do a stationary, missionary too.
Bonobos do. They look each other in the eyes when they make love.
But like think about it.
Yeah.
You have two legs and your pelvis faces forward. Your organs face forward.
Yeah.
So I wish like if they could have made it more believable in that direction.
But they did it Bigfoot style, bro. Like
I guess he like booty. He like that booty. Yeah, that's any dude.
Yeah, that's true. Hold on. Someone knocking?
I'm gonna cut it short, people. There's something going on. Check it.
I don't know. It's fucking Bigfoot clapping some cheeks and shit.
All right,
but anyways, just about the movie, man. I thought it was pretty good. I liked the fucking part where he took the shroom and shit, and he was just going all crazy in the fucking woods, just whatever, talking to him.
That was primeval, right?
Yeah.
Reminds me of that movie. Remember we talked about this with Ringo Starr feeding the T-Rex the herb.
Yeah.
It has the effect. But I'm pretty sure they did that since they were omnivores. They obviously were eating whatever the, coca leaves and mushrooms and all of this.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
So it's definitely a movie. It's not a documentary like we said. It's not to be taken like seriously, but it has its moments.
Little comedy, drama in there.
Yeah,
and shit.
especially when the baby too. The part with the baby when it's all frozen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or like.
Remember when she tries to like freaks out and the baby was so cold that it almost died.
It died.
Hypothermia almost. Yeah, that was kind of like a little touching
and like
part.
It's crazy too, like how they're coming up with the concept of counting, or like at least that one Bigfoot, he keeps stopping at 4 or some shit. Like he hasn't came up with the word for 4 yet. That shit's hilarious, dude.
Let me ask you this about that movie, dude. The people that were involved, were they in any way scientists?
The directors?
Of these movies?
I think no, but I think they got to get the. They had to get.
What was their whole point of making the movie?
It was just a movie about Bigfoot. That's it.
But it was, like I said, it had no facts of.
Well, it's like I heard they had to study apes, like chimpanzees and all that. They had to study.
But now, like what they know about Bigfoot, because there's hairs.
Well, obviously, there's no fucking really no Bigfoot or anything. They just kind of.
Oh, so you don't believe it? You contradict yourself.
Well, I'm not.
You're
saying,
contradicting yourself.
Well, listen, I'm not saying that there is or there isn't.
You're supposed to be like, damn it, there is Bigfoot.
But hold on, but we don't know. We don't have one like to study from. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're not out there. I'm not saying
you don't believe in the scat.
I'm not going up there testing shit, man. Literally, I'm not testing shit. Touching and smelling it or whatever they have to fucking do.
But do you believe it's a Sasquatch caca? Do you believe it?
Dude, if I step in it, then I will.
Then you believe it.
Yeah.
On the serious note,
that had to probably be like a massive fucking shit.
There's this program where they actually in the fence there's hair particles or fragments, and there's scat, and so they're saying that they all belong to some kind of bipedal hominin, Sasquatch, a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That's documented. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know.
So do you believe it?
I like to believe there's a Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Same thing with UFOs and aliens and a lot of these cryptids we're going to be talking about today, bro. Because wouldn't it be cool to live in a world with cryptids, bro? It's like Pokemon, bro. You want to catch them all and shit. You know what I mean? And
yeah, but Pokemon is all fun and dandy, but these motherfuckers will fucking eat your ass alive. From what I heard, these stories.
We'll talk about them, bro.
This ain't no Charizard, bro. This ain't no Charizard.
Yeah, so I did my research. I checked
what is it? Pikachu. This ain't Pikachu.
I did my research on a lot of things. I I went to Creepypasta. I don't know if you're familiar with Creepypasta.
Say what now?
Creepypasta. It's like a website for when they talk about
And let me guess,
monsters.
people call in to tell about their.
I don't know, man. They're just check it out. They have like a lot of different fucking cryptids.
What's
and
it called again?
Creepypasta.
no, never
So,
heard of it, bro.
Well,
Something to check
some
out.
of these things, the cryptids, it's kind of like a slash of cryptids and just kind of like these weird entities, like creatures or beings. I don't know.
So
man.
kind of like that. Remember once one of our very first podcasts, I told you about Genesis Park, that website.
Oh yeah. Well,
That is a badass website, bro, and I like it because most of their stuff is coming from the facts
yeah.
and in the Bible and all of that. But it's similar to that, right?
Yeah.
They give you information about cryptids and all that.
And there's cryptids in the Bible, bro. There's a lot of cryptids in the Bible. Well, maybe we'll touch on some of them.
They don't say cryptids. It's they have the names. It's Leviathan, Behemoth.
Well, we're gonna be talking about
it's
them.
stuff that we know is facts,
Okay,
sir.
yes.
It's not no cryptid.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
Let the audience decide. So today I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna start with the Jersey Devil, the popular one, right?
I think I heard that.
yeah,
a lot
we're
of
gonna-
people know about that.
We're gonna talk about this one. Yeah, it's pretty popular, bro. And basically,
And the way we picked this, right, was we picked
I just
the ones
picked-
that you like
yeah,
the
the
most.
ones that I like, the ones I haven't talked about really yet either. So,
Why do you like the first one?
the New Jersey Devil?
Well, yeah, why? Why does it catch
the
your?
Jersey Devil? Because it's meta as fuck. We did all the like the ones like Mothman, fucking Chupacabra. He's one of them. You know, he's up there. So
So
might
he's
as
a
well talk.
flying motherfucker.
He does have wings, they say. So basically, he's
Oh.
described to be a bipedal, kangaroo-like creature with a horse or a goat-like head, whatever. Leathery, bat-like wings, horns, small arms with clawed hands, legs with cloven hooves, and forked tail, or like a pitchfork tail or some shit, bro. And has like a long body with a high-pitched, blood-curdling sound it gives off. The legend has it that this lady by the name of Mother Leeds was a baby-making machine, man. She had a lot of fucking kids.
Is there any
right?
dates on these?
I think this is in 17.
Oh, shit. So it goes way back? Way back?
Yeah, way back, bro.
We should, yeah.
Back in the
This
Disney,
is an
bro.
old one.
Yeah, it's pretty old, bro. It is an old one. So this lady, man, she had like 12 children, bro.
In the 1700s.
In the 1700s, they had a lot of kids back then.
Yeah,
in the
because
days.
a lot of them died. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah. And well, she was like, "Fuck, man, that's even for that time." She thought about it like this is a lot of fucking kids, right? But she was pregnant again. She discovered she was pregnant again with the 13th child, and she was like pissed at this time, bro. She was cursing at the child, bro, in frustration, declaring that the child will be the devil.
So you're just describing how it came to be, the legend?
Yeah, the mom. Some say that she was like a witch too and shit, bro. That she just put a curse on it, and like I said, in like one night, stormy night, she gave birth to a normal child, but then it transformed into a creature
Because she cursed it.
because she cursed it. It just transformed right afterwards. And it beat everyone's ass with its tail, bro. For reals, in the room, it just beat everyone's ass, and it flew up the chimney, heading into heading into the woods, man. For reals. And some say Mother Leeds. Well, yeah. So some people say that she was a witch,
Is this in the South?
and the daddy was the devil himself. I don't know. No.
It says South
No,
origin.
Jersey, bro. It's New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, that's
yeah.
in the East. My bad.
So, and a fun fact, I don't know. I just read about it today that this might be the work of Benjamin Franklin.
the what? The
Yeah, the New Jersey Devil, because they said that Benjamin Franklin at the time was going at it with this one guy, Titan Leeds, and he said that he made up, like he was just trolling his ass at the time. You know what I mean?
you're talking about the guy that electricity guy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It says, according to legend, this winged devil was born when a mother cursed the 13th child in her womb. Rarely do we know where the cryptid stories comes from. This one in particular was a joke article penned by the Ben Franklin himself, saying that the monster was born to the family of his rival Titan Leeds.
That is some low blow shit, bro, right there. That's
Yeah.
like an insult, right?
It's like the Bone Wars similar. You know what I mean? How that
Drinker
one...
Cope and OC Marsh.
Yes, talking shit about the other dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
But you know that these people, like, it was a real slap in the face because he pointed out that, okay, you call yourself such a prestigious paleontologist, but why did you put the head on the tail of this animal? Obviously, that had to hurt him a lot.
Same thing with this guy. This
That's
cat in
similar,
Leeds, man.
similar.
Yeah, very much so. So
And he never let it go. Then he to the
I
last
don't know.
breath.
It's a fucking
Drinker Cope was so pissed at O.C. Marsh that he's like, motherfucker, when I die, take my brain, preserve it, and we're gonna see which one had the biggest brain.
Yeah, so that back then, man, motherfuckers are doing it like that, bro. Just trolling each other.
No, but this is cold blood because this is like low blow shit. Like you're so ugly. Like your little son is so ugly. Look like this. That's some shit, bro.
Your mama fucking banged a goat.
Yeah, incested type shit, man. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, that's one. So maybe you want to give one next.
So obviously that was one of yours, and
Yeah, that's one I picked. So
can I just say that's a very complicated because how many parts does this motherfucker has? I couldn't even get a visual of how fucked up this guy is.
yeah, it's like a creature. It's like a
It has 2 legs.
2 legs, small arms.
it has
claws,
wings?
bat-like wings, horns, and that's like the head of a fucking goat or a horse.
And you know what it reminds me of, dude? I read this about the Wendigo.
Wendigo?
It sounds like that.
It's-
Have you heard about that one?
Yeah, I heard about it. It's a Native American thing. It's like up Minnesota by the Canadians.
So over there
and shit
by
in that
that
area.
those native tribes over there.
Yeah.
You know, it has to do with like, you know how native people used to like camp and make where they live their teepees in the all in the rivers.
Yeah.
All in the rivers over there by the north, south, east, the west, and you see all those rivers and those old stories about these old tribes. They say that,
Yeah.
and what we were talking about earlier is that, but to them, you gotta respect when it comes to this. We kid around,
Yeah.
but the native people don't find it funny because it's more of a bad spirit.
No, yeah, they think deep of it, man. And
But
I don't
it
know-
reminds me of that similar, that Wendigo, but.
yeah, it does sound like it's like a. There's a lot of Wendigo. It's like a it's similar to like the
La
craw-
lechuza. It's
Yeah,
similar like la
like a
lechuza, la llorona, like in Spanish.
like a skinwalker or like a crawler or something like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know if it's.
I
in
told
the
you
same
about that
family.
story, right? In Puerto Rico, I said it before, and till this day,
Yeah.
about how my dad had that business and we were coming down late, like when the sun was coming down. To this day, you know, it was trying to reach out, and it's in this podcast where I told that story, and it sounded like that because I've seen this documentary
Yeah.
about that stuff, the skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers. Yeah.
Yeah, and this thing looked white, and I have never heard about a skinwalker before. Never. I was never into cryptids, but when I was younger, that incident happened, right? When they was trying to reach out in the back of the truck, and that's when my dad decided to step on it. But all I remember was this white, like, image. And until my uncle was in the back of that truck, he's like, no tiene manos, no tiene cabeza. Like it had no hands, but it felt like it was trying to get into the pickup.
Well, dude, it could be that. I don't know. Look into this Fresno crawlers, bro.
Right.
Like if you look into those guys, don't have no hands. They look like just a pair of pants walking by itself, bro.
Right.
With the head on it.
But yeah, that happened in Puerto
Fresno.
Rico, bro. And I was like 9, going on 8, going on 9. But I remember it clearly. You know why I remember it clearly? Because we always used to go on the weekends. This is supposed to be La Montañita. It was like the countryside, and my dad had a farmer.
Yeah.
Farmers, like a farm, right?
Yeah.
And always, Danny, that place gave me the creeps because the fog would come down like around 6. It would start getting like cold, and you felt it. But yeah, that sounds like that. Those Wendigos, those New Jersey Devil thing, it sounds like that.
The one you're talking about right now sounds like the Fresno Nightcrawler. Check that out when you get the chance.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. And then I heard you say Llorona. Llorona? Did you just say
Well,
that
that's
right
a
now?
Mexican thing.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
know.
I was going to talk about that.
La Llorona.
La Llorona.
Yeah, like
Whatever.
that.
La Llorona.
No.
You say it kind of weird, bro.
No, you're saying weird. I'm Spanish.
I'm Spanish.
I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm Mexican.
Puerto Rican over here. Boricua 100%, motherfucker. La Llorona.
La
La Llorona.
Llorona.
Yes.
But
And
anyways.
what it means is the lady that cries for her kids.
Yeah, bro. And right there by the Rio, bro. I used to live in that area and shit, and you would hear it, bro.
Over there in, where you from again?
Well, I live in El Paso.
Juarez?
I live in El Paso, but I used to live also in New Mexico, and the Rio runs all the way up there too, bro.
That's funny.
And back in the Disney, New Mexico used to be Mexico. So, and you hear...
Oh, yeah, California's Mexico. New Mexico is Mexico.
No, whatever. Yeah, all that shit used to be Mexico. Yeah. But anyways, I digress.
You still mad? Take that with these motherfuckers. I would be pissed too if it was Mexico they took away.
Well, yeah, I know, but...
Then he has some... Then he still butthurt because of that.
No, I'm just saying that's just like a whole nother thing, though. But yeah.
It is fucked up. They took away that.
Yeah, but...
yeah, enough of... You said yours. And me...
Yeah.
I want to start off with my favorite ones, and the ones I gravitate towards is the prehistoric ones.
Nice.
I like the old stories of the natives speaking about the thunderbirds, the thunder lizards.
Oh shit!
And my favorite one of my favorite when I started looking at them, they have a lot in these native stories. Mm-hmm. But the one that I'm gonna start off is called the Emela-ntouka, Emela-ntouka, right? And obviously it has to do with the way his name is. It's an African thing, right?
Yeah.
Emela-ntouka. But it's supposedly an elephant-sized cryptid that lives in the Congo regions. The jungles, right?
Yeah.
Feared by the natives as the elephant killer.
Oh shit!
So the name Emela-ntouka means elephant killer. It is an ferocious and kills anything that is encounters. So it's very territorial.
It has to be big if it's killing fucking elephants.
Yeah, and check it out. The Melon-ntouka is claimed to be around the size of an African elephant. Right? 3.2 meters tall and 6 tons.
Okay.
So you gotta think
that's a fucking heavy motherfucker,
man. Right. So they say, the natives say it's brownish in color with a heavy tail and a body similar in shape to a rhinoceros and a long horn on its snout. The animal is alleged to be semi-aquatic and feeds on malombo and other aquatic plants and shrubs. Some sightings describe it as having one big horn-like rhinoceros. That's why they call it an elephant killer, right? But it also possesses a tail similar in appearance of a monitor lizard.
Shit. You know what? The rhinoceros, real quick, people used to confuse that with unicorns back in the day. That's how they talked about unicorns.
Anyways,
go ahead.
And the way I described it is, describing is a large animal with one horn and a tail, right?
Yeah.
And it has hair.
Yeah.
You know what? When I started thinking about it, there is a dinosaur, and that's why I'm interested in these type of cryptids.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, they'd be like, coming in as a person that believes in creation. What is it? Early creation, right?
Yeah.
That I believe that like the Christians do in the Bible, that 6,000 years ago, right? And don't roll your eyes. I see how you rolling your eyes. It's true, people. Open up, people. Okay, so they were saying, I thought about it, and you know what? There's a dinosaur, bro, that is like that, and it has a tail, and it's called the monoclonius, and it's a ceratopsian.
Okay.
So it's a family of the Triceratops that may have survived that KT boundary extinction, and is now living in the Congo area, where that whole area, the jungles of the Congo, where the Amazon, never been supposedly they never been explored.
Oh shit!
So it got me thinking. It has a tail. It has a big horn. This dinosaur has a big horn, and who knows? It probably survived the KT boundary, like I told you. And they say that it's semi-aquatic.
Oh,
the funny thing about this dinosaur, the actual facts, the fossils, badass fossils of this dinosaur they found in Alberta, Canada. That place over there in Alberta, Canada, is well-preserved fossils of this animal, right?
Yeah.
And it shows it in bone beds, kind of like in a swimming position. Look up Monoclonius, that dinosaur. It was one of the very first ceratopsians that was discovered. And there's one preserved skeleton where it's like swimming, bro. So can you imagine? Like, could it actually be far-fetched that these people, obviously these are old sightings.
Yeah.
And these stories go way back when people were calling these things serpents, dinosaurs. Were called serpents, right? And dragons.
Yeah.
The word dinosaur didn't get invented till 1942.
Yeah.
So we've only known about the term dinosaur less than 200 years, I think.
Yeah, and that's gonna segue into my next one, which I'm gonna talk about is dragons. You're right, because at a funny time in history, motherfuckers called dinosaurs, or the term dragons was a scientific term for things. Like even before dinosaurs came about, everybody said dragons.
Dragons was in the Bible, it says that old serpent like dragon is something to describe a cold-blooded reptile.
Yeah. And then we have dragons.
So when you think about it, so to cut you off, so when you think about it, the way we say dinosaurs now to describe a reptile that is extinct,
Yeah.
the way it was used back in the days was dragon.
And if you think about it, the dragon has to be like all-time cryptid. Like the all-time cryptid.
The OG.
The OG.
The GOAT.
We had dragons everywhere in time and throughout different cultures all throughout the world, bro. Yeah, dragons have been documented in history on 6 different continents, bro. And another record of...
what was it again?
It's been found on like all fucking like 6 continents.
What was the name of it? The cryptid.
Dragon.
That's the name? Dragon, the cryptid?
Wouldn't you say dragon is a cryptid? I would consider a dragon a cryptid.
Dragon is actual facts. A dragon was describing
well, I believe it. I believe it too.
a dinosaur.
But
it's not a cryptid. It's not imaginary.
No, like,
this is actual facts from the old
but
books.
that's what they taught. But the dragon that people talk about, like flying in
Fire
the sky,
breathing.
fire breathing and shit, scaly. You know what I mean? There's like, dude, dragons. Dragons are found, dude. Like they're in Europe,
Thunderbird.
all throughout Europe. They're all throughout Asia. They're all throughout South America. They're all in Africa, bro. Everywhere, bro. Like I said, and. Dude, there's stories going back like far, bro. The earliest known depiction of a dragon is a stylized C-shaped representation carved into jade. It is found in Inner Mongolia and had belonged to the Hangshan culture, which thrived between 45,000 and 3,000 BCE, bro.
Where was this again? Asia.
In Asia, bro.
That's where Thailand
Mongolia.
and all these old temples are at, right?
Yeah.
You seen that rhinoceros shield, or maybe it's a stegosaur shield?
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I think so.
A stegosaur shield.
Stegosaur
Somewhere in
shield?
Cambodia or something.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that particular one looks exactly like a stegosaur.
And even in fucking Sumerian writings, bro, the dragon who stole the goddess Erikil-Kag,
This is in the Bible?
I hate saying names.
This is in the Bible?
No, this is in Sumerian, bro. This is like writings before the Bible that predate the Bible, bro. So it stole the goddess Erikil-Kag shortly after the formation of the world, right? So these are stories that go way back, bro. It's found in the Bible, like you said, in Genesis, bro. The 5th day, God created animals, and it was part of it, right? They were created that day, supposedly, allegedly, right? And
What was it called, though?
Leviathan.
A Leviathan is a...
Leviathan? How you
is
say
the
it?
one that lives in the ocean.
It's an ocean
That's an
serpent, or
ocean
dragon.
dweller that is said to believe in the Bible. It says it's so strong
And it breathes fire, too.
and it has scales and it breathes fire.
Yeah.
The one you're trying to the one you just described is called a behemoth.
Yeah.
And a behemoth nowadays could be any huge animal, but back in those days it was said different, like behemoth, right? Mm-hmm. But that's the one in the Bible, and in the Bible says, and I know because I'm a Christian and I read these things, it says that God told Job in the Old Testament, don't worry about your life. Look at my greatest creation, the behemoth that feeds of the grass like an ox. His power is in his belly, and it has a tail like the cedar trees. This animal is described as drinking a whole river. That is a perfect description of a brontosaur-like dinosaur, a sauropod from the early Jurassic period.
Yep.
That's the middle part of the Mesozoic. The Mesozoic is it's called middle life, and that's where dinosaurs took off 200 million years ago. From the Mesozoic, Danny, called middle life, it's 3 different stages. It's called the Mesozoic, Cenozoic, and the Paleozoic, and they just separate them. But yeah, it describes a brontosaur.
Yeah.
In the Bible, that's what a behemoth
Or
was.
in the Bible too, they talk about the Hydra. What is the one that's like a 3-headed dragon or something? I think it's in Revelations. No, I could be wrong.
Revelations, bro, but
But-
not. We're not talking about religious things.
I'm not gonna get into that. I know
But there is
I know
crazy
there's
descriptions
there's a
in
lot
the
of
Testament,
There's a
Old
lot
Testament.
of cryptid talk in the Bible and other ancient scriptures too, bro. It's found in fucking.
Oh, one crazy thing that's crazy to think
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
That got me thinking too.
Yeah.
Don't you know that when Adam and Eve,
When they banged.
I'm gonna be more classy and say when they sinned against the Lord and they felt ashamed, right?
Yeah.
Don't you know that the Lord told them
Yeah.
when He cursed them, right? He said that
Which
now,
which one?
the-
Is it,
the-
which one are
the
you talking about? Are you
serpent,
talking
the
about?
serpent.
I know, but what are you talking about? God? Is it Elohim or
Yahweh,
Yahweh?
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Come on,
Is this guy-
way. You know what's
is
going
Mexican?
on, man. Way, este way.
It's the way. Yahweh.
anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
Like I was saying, the thing that's interesting when He cursed the serpent, right? Dude, don't you know in those days serpents had legs? It describes it having legs. It walked on 2 legs. Now think about this, and it have feathers. That's why in different cultures, the feather dragon, the feather serpent.
In Mesoamerica, you got Quetzalcoatl. You got.
But if it's in the
Kukulkan.
Bible, the Bible don't lie. That way I think. And it says it used to walk on 2 legs,
Yeah.
and it have feathers.
It would crip walk. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
But anyways,
yeah,
it looks like what does it look like? A small velociraptor type dinosaur. The one like that has arms and 2 legs and has a tail and has feathers.
yeah, yeah,
The family of raptors, the
Yeah.
dromaeosaurs,
Alright,
the
yeah.
one in Jurassic Park, the one with the claw, right?
yeah, yeah.
So it has 2 legs and feathers. Back in those days, that's why they got cursed, and now the snake must flee with no legs or nothing. It took away its
Ability.
it humiliated to the point
Yeah.
where we stomp on their heads, right?
Yeah.
So can you imagine that, dude? Maybe that's the ancestors of the snakes were once walking in 2 legs. The ancestor line, Danny,
Yeah.
of the snakes goes back to lizard-like ancestors.
Yeah. Well, that's what it could be. Like it could be, bro. A lot of, like a lot of people's adventures. They were talking like Marco Polo, and a lot of people talked about like snakes dropping from fucking trees and shit like that. Big giant snakes, bro. But like I said, bro, like they're found in fucking ancient writings, bro. They're found in fucking like stories. Even in the encyclopedia, the early writings of the encyclopedia, they're mentioned, bro. There's illustrations on them on old ancient maps, right?
You ever heard of the Beowulf?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Now, what it describes it? Do you remember where it describes it?
No.
As Beowulf killing a cryptid?
Oh yeah, his mom?
No, we're not talking about the movie. The actual the Legend of Beowulf.
Yeah.
Do you know that the
I can't-
cryptid? It was like a dragon, like you're saying, a dragon like wasn't big as a big as T-Rex, but it was kind of big.
Yeah.
And they say in that legend that counts is like he killed a small dragon. That's what you were talking about.
I'm saying there's they talked about it all over ancient
And this
times,
this,
bro.
this story of Beowulf was in the late 1700s, I think.
But yeah, like I said, yeah, you're right. And then also, like I said, they found illustrations.
Dude, that shit creeps me out. So loud.
Shit, man. It's the alarm for dragons, man, in your area. Seek shelter immediately. Fuck.
Tornado, no. Hurricane.
That's
Fuck,
not
I'm
what
out of
it is.
here.
No.
We were at your second, Jersey Devil. The second one, what was it?
We're talking about
Dragon.
Dragon. So like, hold on.
So I think it's my turn to take one.
Well, like I'm just saying, like they were like, just depicted everywhere, bro. They were talked about. The thing is, too, the ancient Chinese, bro, the Chinese zodiac, right? Every animal depicted is a real animal, bro. Other than the dragon, you would think an ancient astrological thing, whatever, that it depicts all these real animals, but you still have a dragon. So and also, dude, like they talked about dragons, bro. The reason why they don't really find dragons, but they find dinosaur bones and stuff like that. Well, if it's similar to a bird, the wings are hollowed, the bones on the wings. So maybe when they find these dragons, they don't find the wings because they're gone. They fucking. They what would you call it?
It
they're hollow
depends.
bones, you know what I mean?
Well, it
And-
depends how it's fossilized. It has to be like the perfect conditions for it to fossilize. Take for example the Archaeopteryx.
Yeah.
You know that one, the famous fossil,
Yeah.
with the transition of a dinosaur going from a dinosaur to a bird.
Yeah.
Archaeopteryx. This fossil is considered the most valuable fossil because there's a reason of that, and some people even say that it's a hoax.
Okay.
But this thing, when you see it, is perfectly preserved. It has the impressions of the feathers, the teeth of the bird.
Yeah.
So, and if it's true, I believe it's true.
Yeah.
This thing is so perfectly explaining, like I was telling you, from the Old Testament,
Yeah.
where these things considered bipedals, they were birds and they have feathers. That's what I'm telling you. People and dinosaurs lived together. This is the evidence.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, very interesting, man.
Yeah, and then shit. Even recently, bro, I think this year, in February 2024, scientists at the National Museum of Scotland announced that the discovery of a 240 million year old fossil of an aquatic reptile named Dinocephal. Oh, you probably could say that shit.
Let me see this shit.
I know you and those.
He's
fucking-
butchering this shit. Dinocephalosaurus orientalis in the Gansu province, southern China. The fossil is nicknamed the Chinese dragon because of its resemblance to the mythical dragons of Chinese mythology. And again, these Chinese people, even to today, are still naming these brand new fossils, these new discoveries with the tails.
And it's the year,
Dragons.
It's the year of the dragon, bro.
Is it?
That with them fighting dragons. You know what I mean? Shit.
There's
Maybe dragons were real, bro, but like motherfuckers took them out, like dragon slayers and shit, like us humans and shit. You know what I mean? Because I heard there was a time too that dragons developed a liking for bitches. You know what I mean? Like the damsels in distress and shit like that. So when you got something like fucking,
Are you being serious, or are you going towards the make believe shit?
Well, I'm just saying, bro. You have something.
Oh my god.
Fucking with the booty, you know what I mean? Fucking with your.
So we're talking about a cold-blooded dinosaur, bro, that all of a sudden is evolving and saying, "Damn, I want some mammal booty."
Yeah.
And then
some
all of a
lady
sudden,
booty,
some mammal booty. I'm tired of the cold, flat asses, reptilian asses, and it evolved into that.
Well, I don't know, man. They're just like somewhere.
There is a dinosaur hypothesis.
Like if you think about all these stories at one period in time, there were always like a dragon, like guarding capturing a female, like, you know what I mean, some
Why
princess
is that,
or some
bro?
shit. I don't know, bro.
Well, you know that what it is, right?
What?
Propaganda. It goes to the Bible.
And that's another thing, bro, because they used dragons as like a weapon back in the day.
That's what it was.
Like Game of Thrones, bro. Like, you fuck with me, if you don't let me rule over you, I'm gonna bust out my dragons and they're gonna burn your village fucking down.
I know this is gonna sound like, what the have you been living under a rock? What is Game of Thrones? Don't hate whoever's listening. What is that about?
Oh, it's
Game of Thrones. What is that show about?
Fucking kings trying to fucking like take over the throne. They're killing each other. You know what I mean? Everybody's fighting for power, and they have dragons. Basically.
So this is like medieval shit.
Medieval
shit.
time. It's like real shit, like real medieval shit mixed with fantasy. You know what I mean? That's
again medieval shit.
Medieval shit. Like you got like inbred fucking rulers, fucking just going crazy, bro.
They got like reptoids. Half dragons, half humans.
No,
that's going too far. Come
not
on,
like that. They do have some crazy shit, but no, not like that.
Not the reptiles with the mammals, bro.
Nah. Anyways, but like I could talk for dragons forever, bro, because it's just
okay. So my second one, the other one that I picked was you ever heard of the monster of Partridge Creek?
No, I haven't heard that one. Tell me.
I'm gonna tell you. So, and I'm just reading my notes, so if y'all want to fall asleep, whatever, but I just like this. But it's a 1908 story by French writer Georges Dupuy. I think he's French. It describes alleged encounters with a large dinosaur at Partridge Creek in Yukon Territory of Canada. That's over there, but right now, if you are a scientist buff, they're finding a lot of shit. But anyways, frozen shit that's now coming. They have found a lot, Danny. But anyways, that area, they observed a creature described as a 30-foot long with a hairy body. Again, I don't know why these people, I guess because it's cold, duh. Upon seeing it, he said a Ceratosaurus. it's a Ceratosaurus from the Arctic Circle. So, again, the theme of the sighting again is like a reptile from the prehistoric times.
Yeah.
Ceratosaurus was a 30-foot long theropod from the Jurassic era. Again, he had a horn on his nose, could have had a fuzzy layer of feathers, Danny, and protofeathers, which are thick and fuzzy, like think of it like a huge ostrich, but with teeth.
Oh shit.
So again, all these sightings in the Canada, over there by Alaska, Canada, that area right now, dude. Speaking of this, right now they're finding the megafauna of the Ice Age. They're finding, dude, it's interesting because I'm gonna deviate a little bit from this cryptid, right?
Yeah.
I saw this program, it's called Secrets in the Ice. It's playing on Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw that, was so interesting, bro. They're finding mammoth legs preserved with the hooves, the hairs, and the teeth and everything perfectly preserved. They're finding cave lions, the ones that hunted the mammoths, preserved. They found a little cub preserved in this show, and I'm seeing this shit, dude. And they're under the permafrost. You know what a permafrost is over there in the Arctic?
Yeah.
What is it? The permafrost.
Some Game of Thrones shit or what?
Bitch. The skinny white lady.
Oh, okay. Permafrost. Then?
It's the layer of frozen that's under the top layer, right?
Yeah.
There's an under layer, the permafrost.
Oh, okay. I
30
thought you were talking about some like ice wall or something.
This ain't no Emma Frost. This is not Emma Frost. It's permafrost, bro.
You're talking about some flat earth shit or something. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So Google it real quick. So
yeah, I got it.
Okay, enlighten yourself. Read it. Does it say how deep it goes under the ground?
Permafrost has been continuously frozen for around 700,000 years. I don't know, man. That's a whole bunch of shit. I'm not gonna read all that.
Hell no. This is facts, and in the show it shows it. But anyways, it describes what you're describing is under 40 feet underground, right?
Yeah.
They have dug caves under there, and then if you go in, then it's crazy. It's all, guess what it is? It's all ice on the bottom.
That's what's up.
And then what they're doing is, with climate change and climate warming, right? Global warming.
BS, yeah. All BS.
No, it's true because this is the evidence.
Yeah.
It's melting. The permafrost is melting, Danny, and these people are finding, now that it's melting, they're finding these discoveries that I have just told you about.
Okay.
And they found them, and it's underground. And the thing is that this program, the whole purpose was that they were trying to find the DNA, and they have DNA of these animals.
Did they find a thylacine?
Thylacine is badass. I always like that one. Thylacine, they have specimens still in the American Museum of Natural History in New York.
Yeah.
In I think it was 1936, the last thylacine died in captivity in the zoo.
People say they might be around still, bro.
Yeah, and there's sightings of that one. But that one is crazy because it's crazy looking because it looks like a hybrid between a dog
tiger
and a cat
or something like that.
And it has a pouch in the back.
Big ass mouth, can fit your whole
right.
head.
And it's weird, Danny, because it has a pouch in the back.
It's like a marsupial.
Yeah, and it's weird looking, and I just love shit like that, bro.
It is, man.
But stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're finding all these things because the permafrost is melting, climate change, global warming. They're finding everything, bro.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, the one I was just saying, the last cryptid was that one we were talking about, and it was just describing another theropod, but this one is a meat-eating type dinosaur. Think about it like not a T-Rex, but an Allosaurus from the Jurassic. Right?
Okay.
So I found that one interesting, but this one is interesting because this one explains the thing that we're not just finding out, that these reptiles back in the days, they never thought that they have feathers. But this sighting explains it, like feather-like proto-feathers were like hair. So it makes you think again, and I'm like, were these motherfuckers actually seeing these hoes?
I don't know, man. They're reporting shit, man. I just wish they had cameras and whatever back in the day.
That's
man.
the thing about cryptids. Like when you said that you love cryptids, it's like
the idea of it.
The idea of it is
pretty cool.
It just captures your imagination because I've seen things in Puerto Rico, bro.
Yeah.
And I've seen, when I was a kid, I used to see things like bones, skeletons in the mountains and shit. And this is a jungle we're talking about, dude. Where I'm from, by Amon and over there, you see dead things, dude, and skeletons. I'm talking about big ass lizards, bro. Like huge lizards.
Do you have any? Oh no, we already talked about your cryptid. This is the chupacabra. Yeah, for sure. Well,
so yeah, that was an old cryptid too. The monster of Partridge Creek, the one by this French writer.
You know, I think that a lot of these cryptids are too, bro. Before we get into the next one, let me just say, I think, like, if you take a cat and you keep it in the inside the house and it's never seen a snake or anything on the outside, it already knows to be afraid of it. It's like a same thing with an ape. If an ape hasn't been in the zoo or something its whole life, it still has these kind of like instincts when they see something in them. You know what I mean? They, in their DNA, it's encoded in them. Like,
you mean like if you keep it,
to be afraid of stuff like a snake or a bird or something big like that, right? Like a predator. Same thing with us.
They don't fuck. You know that you just hit on something. When I saw a video of a gorilla in captivity.
Yeah.
And a little snake somehow got in the thing where they were at. Mm-hmm. And this is a big ass gorilla, 400 pounder.
Try to fuck the lizard.
No, that.
Okay, well, no, so go ahead.
This is an animal that has the strength of 10 humans, right?
Uh-huh.
And it saw a little bitty garden snake that got in the facility that they were in. And this motherfucker started freaking out because he saw it. And you're right. There's something in humanity and into living things that are known from these ancient feelings to fear a reptile.
Something. And I think that's...
To fear our old reptile
exactly.
or something like that.
And I think we get the same kind of feeling with just a list of things, bro. Like things with 8 legs, things that slither, things that could bite you and eat you. Like, it's just the unknown. You know what I mean? And I think that in our mind, we create these monsters. But who knows, man? Maybe at one time when fucking the gods were creating man and shit like that, and they were doing these DNA gene splicing and shit, maybe at one time they created these little fucking abominations.
Talking about the Anunnaki?
Yeah, like the Anunnaki shit. You know
I don't believe in that. It's a nice story. I read the story. It's a nice story, but I don't believe they called us the children from the stars.
Something, man. Maybe, I don't know, man. But that's a whole nother topic. You know, I've done that episode.
You're the one that was talking about
no,
it. I go about Anunnaki. This ain't no Anunnaki. Come on, where's the rest?
All right, the next one I'm going to talk about is the melon heads. Have you heard of the melon heads, bro?
Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinheads, melon heads.
The movie from the 80s. That's what you're talking about?
No, not that.
Oh, that's where they got it from.
Close, maybe. I don't know. But
dude, they had 3 movies of this whole.
So, yeah.
That shit was scary,
And I think they have movies on the melon heads, too. But I don't know. I haven't seen them.
I heard of Pumpkinhead.
The legend of the melon heads comes from the Ohio, Michigan, and Connecticut areas right around there, right? And there has been alleged sightings of the melon heads dating back to the 1970s, bro. All right, these creatures or beings, whatever you want to call them, are described as small humanoids with giant bulbous shaped heads, right?
Emphasis on the pumpkin head.
Yeah, and no, melon.
Oh, melon.
Yeah, melon.
What is the difference? It's
yeah, well, whatever. Yeah. Coming out of nowhere, attacking people, bro. So they're coming out of nowhere attacking people.
The melon heads.
The melon heads. There's many legends of these big-headed figures, man. One story is that there were children with hydrocephalus that escaped. And hydrocephalus is like a lot of fluid in the brain or the head, right? It just makes the head big. It is like a medical condition. So these kids with hydrocephalus that escaped or let go from an insane asylum and ran into the woods, becoming feral, causing havoc. You know what I mean? There's another story is they were orphans under the watch of a Dr. Crow, aka.
So sorry to cut you. So there's more than one.
Yeah, there's different origin stories.
No, but there's
like 3 because they're in 3 different areas.
Normally, when we think of cryptid, we're talking about one singular thing, right? There's a
multiple people,
a bunch of niggas jumping,
a bunch of motherfuckers jumping.
Damn, hell nah, bro. Now we got cryptids gangbanging.
So yeah,
hell
no. Yeah, these are motherfuckers.
What is there? It's west side, east side. They claiming sets now.
It's like throwing.
Are they claiming sets now,
it's
bro?
It's throwing the west side upside down, bro. Melon heads, bro. You know
Shit,
what I mean?
west side.
So another story is that there were orphans under the watch of a Dr. Crow, aka Dr. Melonhead. And who knows if this dude's real or not, man. He could have been real, but it's just a fake name or something. Who knows? And it is said that he would run experiments on these kids, bro, like causing them to have large hairless heads and small bodies, bro. or they were already like suffering from hydrocephalus, and he just injected them with more fluid, like just fucked them up more, right? But these kids, man, they turned on this doctor, bro. They killed them, and fucking burned down the whole orphanage, and they fled into the forest, bro.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
But speaking of on the more of a serious note,
Yeah.
talking about that, don't you know there is a disease with you seen that video on YouTube about this little girl that has this huge head?
No, yeah. That's like
What is that
It's
disease?
like Paris Hilton's sons too. Like has like similar, like a big hydrocephalus or something like that.
And they're born with huge heads.
Yeah.
So it's factual then.
Yeah, there's some real shit. Yeah, but you know,
Finally, there's something that's kind of factual about a cryptid.
yeah. So let me see. So they fled into the forest, feeding on anything. Okay. There's another one, a third variation. A prison or an assailant asylum burned down, and a large group of inmates that survived got lost in the woods and resorted to cannibalism in order to survive the harsh winters. They started to inbreed, causing the large heads deformities. So like a bunch of like deliverance motherfuckers in the woods and shit, you know what I mean? Just having babies and
Inbreeding.
inbreeding and causing shit, yeah, man.
So like normal things you would see in the South.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what they say. And then also that the Melon heads are the descendants of a colonial era family that was banished or exiled after accusations of witchcraft. So that's another one. I don't know, man. The legend of the Melon heads.
And you know, when you think about it, this like we can go on, you know, and I can't. Dude, it's so crazy when I saw the list.
Yeah.
Of this, and they're all stories that basically stem out of 3 famous cryptids. You can all point them to the 3 famous ones.
Yeah.
Sasquatch-like, the serpent-like, and the
Flying
mermaids.
mermaids.
The mermaids
or
like
fairies and shit too.
and the flying ones.
Like the fairies, bro, like anything small. There's so many, like elves, bro. There's so many, bro. Leprechauns, you know, sprites, fucking gnomes, bro. Little fuckers on yards and shit. Dude, when you look into like these small, and then at one time on the island of Indonesia, bro, on the island of Flores or something like that, right off the coast of Indonesia, there was like a community of small people. You know, they found the mass grave sites. There were small elephants on the island too, bro. Everything was small. It was like Willow, bro, like a community of small people, like Lord of the Rings shit, bro. I don't know, man. When you think of cryptids, or like these, whatever you want to call them, like these creatures and shit like that, it's always kind of eerie when you deal with kids, though. You know what I mean? Like right now we're talking about the Melon heads being kids, feral kids in the woods and shit like that. It adds an like scary element to it when they're small, bro.
Those are the ones that are really out there.
Have you heard of the black-eyed children?
Never heard of it.
Like in Vermont, there's some cases in Texas.
The what?
The black-eyed children.
So the pumpkin, the melon heads beat them up.
Maybe that's what happened.
Is
That's
that
why
what
they're
happened?
Black. Yeah, probably, bro.
That's what it is.
They jumped up at black-eyed children.
That's
bro.
what it is.
That's exactly.
They're
what
pissed
happened.
off. You know what it was?
Right.
I saw the sighting. That what it was is that this black eye, they didn't have black eyes, but they were making fun of the melon heads. Now the melon head said, "Say that one more time. Make fun of me one more time."
Yeah.
So they went back through on the west side and they beat the hell out of them.
That's what they get, bro.
That's what happened.
That's what happened, man.
This is not a theory.
This is not a.
I
cryptid,
actually
another
saw it
cryptid.
happen.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, anyways,
But what is it?
The black-eyed children. Some say that they have mind control powers, bro, and they're like kind of similar to vampires, like because they come to your house, bro. They're knocking. Let me in.
Those are the fucking scary ones.
And they ask, yes.
That was the the one that creeped me out when I was a little kid. The type that are ghost-like.
They come to your house, bro.
La Lechusa. You ever heard that one?
Yeah.
That one.
And they ask to come in. It's like vampires are like, they need permission for their powers to work. You know what I mean? So they come in, and then they just start fucking with you, bro. They sound weird, and they say that.
Fillet my soul. Fillet my soul.
And then they have like they talk weird, bro. That's what they said, right? That they sound weird, and some say that they say things from another era. Like it's just a weird accent, or I don't know what it is. Like
black kids. The black
eye, not black kids.
I mean, sorry.
The black eye kids, yeah. I don't know,
It
man.
could be slang. I'm
So, I don't know.
sorry.
It could be slang words,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I don't know. But yeah, but they act strange, bro, and some say they're sinister, bro. So watch out for the black eye kids.
Yeah, dude. The one that, speaking about this, the one that got me as a kid, the one my grandma growing up in Puerto Rico, right, was the one that every day we would be playing as kids. You know how they tell you before sundown, I want you inside, right?
Yeah.
Si no, la lechuza lo va a agarrar. And basically, that's your. If you're Hispanic, you probably heard that in Central America, in the Bahamas, over there, put the islands in Puerto Rico. La lechuza is something like an owl, right?
Yeah.
And it's subcryptid, but it says since we were little, they used to tell us that because us being we're a 7-year-old is a minor, right?
Yeah.
Not a toddler, but it could be considered a minor.
Minor, yeah.
So they used to tell us that los niños better beware because la lechuza at 6 takes one away every day.
Shit.
And that got me. And we always in Puerto Rico, since I remember that around that times where we used to live in our dad's farm, they used to have a bell, and every kid knew by the well there was a bell. And if you hear the bell, it's time for every kid to go inside.
On the bell toes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And dude, it was creepy because I remember around that 6 in the afternoon, always a fog came down. And that's when everybody, if they started noticing the fog and a chill come over, like it's getting cold, we heard the bell. And that's every kid that's around and heard the bell that's beside the well, get inside.
Yeah, that's a good fucking lesson, bro.
That's my last one that I was telling you is La Lechuza, bro.
That was the last one right there?
Yeah, and there's an owl-like cryptid that takes away
Moloch. Look into Moloch.
There is other cryptids that are considered like owl-like, you know that?
Yeah, there's a lot of things with owls, bro.
And shit.
Fuck yeah, man.
But owls are badass. When we talk about owls, dude, you know they can fly, and you can't hear this fucker coming.
I hear they're stupid birds, though. I could be wrong. I don't know. They look dope. They look majestic, and they look like aliens, bro. You see their fucking heads?
Skulls.
Like the fourth kind.
Have you seen just the skull itself?
Yeah, it looks.
How the fuck is bigger than the cranium?
And I was gonna say about fucking black-eyed children, bro. I used to be a black-eyed child too.
Oh, I believe it.
When you fucking, I had pictures, bro. When I was a kid, bro, my eyes were like fucking black. You could barely.
Did you get beat up a lot, bro, when growing up?
No, not black eyes. Like my eyes, like the whole eye was black. I don't know, man. Anyways, but
what was the condition?
I don't know. I had
bullyitis.
I was a fucking.
I mean, I heard of pink eye because I had that not too long ago. I had that pink eye, and I woke up, bro, with that fucking blood clot, and I started freaking out. Like, what the fuck is this? Like that.
Somebody farted on your pillow, bro. That's how you get pink eye and shit.
You did say that, but they say it happens. But it freaked the fuck out. It freaked the fuck out of me because, dude, I thought I was like bleeding inside. Like, it was crazy, man.
I got one more cryptid, man, and we'll just end it on this because I'm gonna end it with a little call to because I have a friend who actually experienced this shit. So the last one.
Don't say his name because we don't want to put people.
Oh yeah, no, his name's Alan.
Especially if it was very traumatic.
No, yeah, well, no, yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, but
it wasn't traumatic.
Well, this guy, man, this last cryptid, I don't know, I guess you can call it a cryptid or like an entity, right?
Oh shit! So it's a ghost cryptid,
and it's called the Hat Man.
Candyman.
Or the Shadow
Candyman?
Man. Nah, Hat Man. Shadow Man. He's a shadowy entity phenomenon commonly seen during sleep paralysis or in dreams. Or maybe under the influence of some unknown substances or some shit. I don't know. Yeah.
Shrooms.
Maybe Bigfoot was seeing him in the movie.
No, man. That's Candyman's cousin right there.
Yeah, but nevertheless, he's always around since he is a shadow. He's also described as wearing a dark trench coat and a hat, like those kind of like detective hats, or like a kind of like a cowboy hat, but a little bit, like a fedora or something like that. Yeah, kind of like that, or a long brim hat, and can be 6 to 10 feet tall with bright red.
Where's the origins of this? Origin stories.
I don't know. I'll tell you right now. He can be 6 to 10 feet tall with bright red or dark eyes. And he has been reported all around the world watching people sleeping, doing God knows what in the corner with this trench coat, under his trench coat.
Did you just add that part? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did. But anyways, it's a phenomenon.
That's your everyday sex offender.
Yeah,
right?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's the ones, that's the real cryptids. That's the ones you really need to fear.
The hitman
The hitman is just trying to hit, but on the kids,
No,
hell
the
no.
Hat Man. That's
Oh, okay, I thought you-
Hat Man. Yeah.
Hit.
Hat Man origin.
That's your neighborhood pedophile, man.
Maybe he is one, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, that's scary.
Sounds
Actually,
like
that's
him.
more scary than that. You know what I'm saying? They'll break in the house and you be asleep. Like, damn, what the hell?
I don't know where it's the origin of it.
Everything has an origin. So it's more of like a spirit, a bad spirit type.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's not an actual, let's say like a actual from this world, flesh and bones.
Not that I know of, man. But like
Because
it's kind of weird because like when they mention about like dreams, did you see him in your dreams? There's I don't know if you've seen this man. Have you seen that photo? Let me show you real quick. Have you seen this man? And this is an interesting thing, bro.
I like seeing those old videos, from the very interesting. Those it's called colored history,
Have you seen this man, bro?
and they show old videos with colorized footage. Who's that?
Hello.
Have you ever seen him in your dreams? Because he's been reported being seen by many people all around the world.
No, it looks like a caveman. No,
No? Well, maybe that is the Hat Man. He's just not wearing a hat. He's bald and shit, but...
dude, that looks like a 3-year-old drew that shit. Like a elementary schooler drew that.
Well, people say they claim to see this dude, but I don't know. Anyways.
So that's the whole.
No, that's not the cryptid. The cryptid is like it's just a dark shadowy figure, bro. Some people said they claim to see him, and like I said, we got a caller who's gonna tell us his story about it.
Collar.
Yeah, Alan.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me about that shadow, the Hat Man. Tell me about the Hat Man real quick. Like, tell me about your experience with it real quick. Like,
Nothing really happened. I just fucking saw it. I was just in my doorway. I was tripping balls and just like was standing in my doorway, and I fucking just laughed, and that's it. I thought it was funny.
you laughed at him, or he laughed at you?
No, I laughed at it. Like most people are like, "Oh, it's so scary" and shit like that. And I just thought it was fucking hilarious. I don't know.
And then, like, how did he look like to you? Like, can you like remember?
It's
Like,
exactly like the picture. Fucking like shadow outline with the hat. And
what about its eyes? Did you see its eyes?
I don't think it had eyes. If it did, they might have been like red or something. I don't think it had eyes.
And then it didn't say anything to you. It was just like quiet, or
No.
what time of the day?
I got the
What's up?
nighttime.
The nighttime. Like you were like you were about to go to sleep, waking up from asleep, or
No, I was awake. Fucking tripping balls. And then,
do you mind me asking what you were tripping balls on, or what?
fucking DXM. Fucking ketamine shit.
A lot of people, I don't know, because I'm trying to do research on this thing, and a lot of people do say they have seen him, like under the.
They see it on Benadryl.
Yeah, and other stuff too, like other substances.
Yeah, Datara and shit. They see it on Delirium. I wasn't on Delirium.
Where do you think this thing's coming from? Or you think it's just always there because it's like your shadow? It's like Peter Pan and shit.
Yeah. It's just like just one of those things that like people know what aliens look like, so they see them. Cause I already knew what it was. It wasn't like I just saw it and then, or I don't know, maybe. No, yeah, I did know what it was and then I saw it. But there's people that, supposedly all over the world, people see it and they've never heard of it or seen it. And they start looking it up and then they find out, a bunch of people have seen it. So I don't know. kind of, I don't know, I mean, the hat looks like a hat. What they were saying, maybe it's like a halo or something, like an anti-halo or something. I don't know.
And it was just like that one time, or have you seen him again, or since then?
No, just that one time. I mean, if it's anything to it, like real, I think it like feeds off of fear. So it's like if I was just kind of laughed at it, I don't think it fucking likes that very much. Like, oh fuck, don't have any power here. So
It's like, fuck this
that's kind of the feeling I got.
That's interesting.
But,
Yeah. Just kept it moving. And so are we, man. Thanks for sharing. Laters. Yeah, I don't know. We'll wrap it up, man. Cryptids. Gotta love them cryptids, man.
I like the ones to
make the
finish
world.
it off. I like the ones that are the ancient ones, the prehistoric ones, the ones that the natives talk about, because to me, if they got the natives talks about, the elders talk about these legends, there's more of a probable thing that they might be factual, because the elders they tell these stories that go way back, and they just retell the same story, kind of like a record.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's more of a factual things when you talk to elder Native Americans.
Oh, yeah.
And those are the ones that I like. The ones that you just mentioned, that one, the silly type.
Yeah, they're silly. I like them.
Yeah,
though.
you talk
But-
about yeah.
Yeah,
that's
like
your
no,
evidence.
I feel you, man, because like Bigfoot, for example, Bigfoot and Native American
Australopithecus.
Sasquatch.
Australopithecus.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, there's so many names within Native American languages, I guess, or there's names for them. Like there's over 100 different names for Bigfoot alone. Sasquatch being one of them. And shit.
Yeah, that's why I told you. Like they all stem towards one.
Yeah,
though.
and I believe a lot of these, like for example, Bigfoot. I do think something like that did exist, especially when you talk about Loch Ness or dragons.
Well, they have the bones, like I just told you.
Yeah.
There's actual evidence. You go 10,000 years ago over there by Thailand.
Yeah.
That whole area was covered in forest, and what the area had probably 10,000 years ago had a large population of the orangutan. It's a stem of an orangutan, early orangutan that was called Australopithecus.
Yeah, Thailand, right?
Yeah, over there, and you know what they were eating? Like the bamboo shoots and all of that. You know how they eat that? They're all vegetarians. But there's actual, look up Australopithecus, and you'll come up with an animal that describes a Sasquatch. It was 10 feet tall, hairy, and it was an actual ape. It was an actual. So you know, when you again, this is what I find interesting, that these stories, the natives, the elders that go centuries, they tell these stories, and could they have seen an Australopithecus? That is more factual.
Yeah.
That's the interesting thing to me.
Well, yeah, man. Like I said, even with the dragon too, there's just so many reports of it. After a while, it's just like, what's going on here? You know what I mean?
You know what that's going on is what's going on is like I've seen it, and I'm getting into grips about what when you grow up, right? Danny, when me and you we grow up, all we know is where our environment at home is and what we're told in high school and when we go to school, right?
Yeah.
That's all we know, and we go by these old books that these old British people like Charles Darwin, evolution. All these people, these old scientists, anatomists,
Yeah.
we all go by what they wrote 300 years ago. That's the standard. What is that paradigm?
Yeah.
And nobody wants to ever fight it, or if you do fight it, they reject you, because these are actual. They call them like scriptures. These are actually took a lot of years to Charles Darwin with the evolution thing.
Natural selection.
Natural selections. You know, who's gonna fight that off? Coming from a famous British anatomist and all of this, right? Mm-hmm. You're not gonna dispute that, and if you do, then you get dismissed.
Yeah.
People have tried it with that lady, for example, Mary Schwartz, with the Tyrannosaurus being the tissue and everything.
Yeah.
To sum it all up, it's all that.
Yeah. And then we're gonna end it with the quiz, man. What type of cryptid you are? What type of cryptid?
Would I gravitate to?
Yeah, what type of cryptid you?
I'm gonna explain
are
what
you?
kind of cryptid I am, man.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quiz on what type of cryptid you are.
Oh,
Okay. So quick questions. First one: how would you describe your preferred nocturnal activities? Serene.
as a human or
Yeah,
make up shit?
Is a serene walks in the forest, observing humans from afar, gliding through the night sky, roaming with insatiable hunger.
Can you repeat it again?
So the thing is, serene walks in the forest, like walks
Okay.
in the forest, observing humans from afar,
Okay.
gliding through the night sky, or roaming with insatiable hunger.
Gliding through the night, gliding one. I think that would be badass.
All right. And what is your preferred method of communication with others? Graceful movements, haunting calls, mysterious whispers, chilling growls.
If I was a cryptid, I think I would be
Your form of communication.
again.
Oh, what is your preferred method of communication with others? Graceful movements.
With my other cryptid keeper, my other cryptid type.
Yeah.
Or we're talking about scaring people.
Like method of communication with I guess other cryptids.
My same kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So graceful movements, haunting
No.
calls, mysterious whispers, or chilling growls.
Hunting calls
Haunting calls.
to
all right.
communicate.
How would you describe your relationship with the natural world? Deeply connected, elusive part of nature, fascinated by the night, resonate with harsh elements.
Part of nature.
What emotion do you invoke in those who encounter you? Wonder,
Humans.
wonder, yeah, I guess, yeah. Wonder and awe, eerie fascination, curiosity and unease, dread and terror.
Fascination, nigga.
All right, how would you describe your preferred habitat or dwelling? Lush forests, secluded areas, open spaces, harsh environments.
Repeat again.
How would you describe your preferred habitat or dwelling? Lush forests, secluded areas, open spaces, harsh environments.
Lush forest.
Lush forest. What role do you believe you play in the world of folklore and legends? Nature's guardian, mysterious figure, prophecy bearer, nightmare fuel.
Prophecy bearer.
How would you describe your overall demeanor or presence? Graceful, enigmatic, mysterious, terrifying.
Enigmatic.
All right, man. You are
What was yours?
the Momo.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know what the fuck. You're a mamon. What's a Momo, bro?
I don't know.
Does it say?
Which cryptid? What are you? You are a Momo. What? You got a free Bigfoot.
You fucking Momo.
It doesn't say that.
That's what you are, bro. Let's see what a Momo
Well,
is.
describe
real
it.
quick.
Describe
what's
it,
a
yeah.
Momo? Momo cryptid.
Is it a bird? Like a dodo type thing.
Yeah, Momo cryptid. Damn, what? Yeah, from Slenderman to kids eating detergent pots, bro. So this is what it says, bro. It says Momo allegedly targets young children by encouraging them to text a number to WhatsApp. It's trying to hustle them, which then sends them instructions to complete a series of increasingly bizarre and dangerous tasks, from watching a horror movie to engaging in self-harm to taking their own lives, bro. Although reports of Momo challenge have been floating around the darker corners of the internet for some time, the trend recently made the news again when a Facebook post from the police service of Northern Ireland, whatever the fuck, recently issued a public warning to parents urging them to supervise their kids' activity on WhatsApp. There have been also reports of troll editing kid-friendly YouTube videos, including the images of Momo, as well as instructions of encouraging them to self-harm themselves. Damn.
What are you?
Let me see. I was
Did you take one earlier?
yeah. Hold on.
Well, it makes sense, right? With all the introvert thing,
Yeah.
it makes sense. I mean, I'm a elusive motherfucker. I don't like big crowds. Big crowds make me nervous, people. I just like to chill in my dwelling. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, folks, that was fun.
I came out as a fucking a crawler. I came out as a crawler, like as some kind of like
Creeper.
night crawler. Yeah, some.
I can see that.
Yeah, I was so I don't know.
can see
It's
it.
like a US. They call it like a USL or something.
Wendigo, like a Wendigo type. You're a Wendigo type.
Uncategorized subterranean life form. So maybe that's why all those black lights are out there, man. They're trying to.
Do you enjoy being in the dark?
Keep a motherfucker down and shit.
Do you enjoy being in the dark? What is your favorite like time of day?
I like daytime.
Are you more of a day type person or a night owl? I would say I'm a night owl.
I'm a night owl because here in Texas, man, it's fucking hot as fuck. So
Yeah, I would thought it would be something more of a badass, like a reptile. I like reptiles, bro. Like a reptile type shit, a dinosaur type. But
yeah.
But okay, folks, this was the fairy tale episode. Cryptids. Some people enjoy them. I personally enjoy them.
I do too, man. I get a kick out of them.
We have fun. This is definitely a nightmare fuel right here.
Yeah.
For stories, for kids. You know, it's a topic, Danny, that captures the imagination. But yeah, folks, this has been fun. This is Dino Rider once again. May I just add, this is kind of sad, but it's one of the last episodes I will be doing.
Nah, don't say it.
It is, folks. It's been fun, but all good things come to an end.
I'm gonna edit it out.
This might be you a hoe.
Hey, yeah, man. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Gotta love them cryptids,
The
man.
truth.
The
truth is out there.
truth is out there, man.
And with that, I sign off. Dino Rider.
He's gonna go and find some cryptids and shit. Yeah, man. Thank y'all. Blessings. Peace.